Paul, this offense last week, there were moments where it was really clicking, looked great, made some big plays, and then there were some times where it seemed to kind of, fall off and not play as well. Kalani was talking about the need for consistency as a player on that O line. What needs to happen for this offense to ramp up that consistency a little bit?
I feel like just getting in the rhythm, football's a big, whoever can get the momentum, get a rhythm going type of game. So I feel like just, not going three and out and just building on those drives, getting those long drives, and getting a mix of establishing the run. And then if you establish the run, then the pass will be open. So I think it's just trying to get those longer drives and, trying to stay on the field as long as we can. And, of course, ultimately just score points, score more points.
Paul, you guys have been trying to establish the run game in the last couple of games. How do you assess what you guys were able to do on Saturday and LJ's run to start off? Do you feel like they can give you guys the energy to get the run game going after the struggles the last couple of weeks?
Yes, sir. LJ's run, second play of the game was big time, and it definitely had a big boost on the rest of the game. It's just like, it only takes one play to get that spark, trying to get everyone going, and LJ's big run at the beginning of the game was big time for sure. And, I feel like the run is there. It's just we're always one block away. And O-line and, offense in general, it's like everyone's got to be on the same page. So I feel like it's just consistency, like as we've been saying, and then just everyone doing their 111, making sure they do their jobs and strain into the whistle.
Okay, next we'll have Sean Walker and then Jay Drew.
Hey, Paul, I know this wasn't his first game back, obviously, but it seems like Agent Zero, old Cody Epps, old man Epps out there, had probably his best game of the year so far. He's looking a little bit more like what we've seen from him the last couple of years, I guess. Well, what's it mean for this offense having Cody Epps back in the lineup? Fully healthy Cody Epps, I guess.
That's big time. Cody's it's already obvious what he can do on the football field, but just having his leadership, was big time for that receiver group and for our offense in general. So he definitely brings a whole different, a whole different type of weapon to our offense. So it was big having him back.
Hey, Paul, I got two questions. One, how do you feel about the position switch the last two games with Connor? And two, just what is Texas's brand in your eyes? What does it mean to you guys to go into the top 10 team on their field and play?
Yes, sir. So to answer the first question, the position switch, I've honestly loved it. I haven't played guard in a while, but I started off as a guard before I played center at Utah. And playing guard, center's a really tough position. You got to be like the quarterback of the offensive line. You're in control of so much. So I feel like it's what the team needed. And honestly, I've enjoyed it so far. CPA's doing a great job at center, and we just got to keep everything clicking. Keep the ball rolling. And then, what was the second question again? Sorry about that.
Just the opportunity that lies in front of you guys playing at a top 10 team in Texas, kind of a blue blood, and just kind of what the vibe among the players is, an excitement level going in there.
I'm excited, and I feel like the vibe of the team is everyone's really excited, playing a big-time team like Texas, and as you're saying, a blue blood, they're usually always really good, so, going in there with the chip on our shoulder and trying to just, I feel like we still haven't played a full team game, so if we can start early and just play our brand of football, I feel like we can compete with anyone, but definitely excited for the opportunity. I know they got a really good defense and a really good squad.
Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, Paul, you've played your entire career at the Power 5 level. Does games of this magnitude against the likes of Texas, even just playing in the Big 12, does it change anything in your mind, or is it all the same?
It's definitely a big-time game, 100,000 fans or something like that, so definitely excited, but at the end of the day, blessed to play just a kid's game, football's football. At the end of the day, it don't matter where we're playing. If we're playing at East High School, in Salt Lake, or playing in Austin, Texas, I'm excited, so it's going to be fun.
I also just wanted to ask you, in terms of you have the background having been in the Pac-12 versus the Big 12, is there a difference in the brand of football, or you mentioned it is football, but is there a difference in the style, I guess, of the two?
Not really a huge difference. A lot of really good D-lines. I feel like the Big 12 has a lot of really good D-lines. Every D-line we've played has been really good, so I feel like that's the biggest difference. But I feel like the similarity is, anyone can beat anyone any week, Even, you've seen, the Oklahoma UCF game, and I feel like there's a bunch of games like that every week. It's always going to be a bloodbath for 4 straight quarters, and I feel like that's how the Pac was. It's just anyone can beat anyone any week.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. I think that's all the questions for today. Appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Awesome. Appreciate y'all time, man. Thanks for having me.
Have a great week.
You too.
Go Cougs.
Go Cougs.